Hello again. I'm going to rank Five Nights at Freddy's characters from how much I like them, what they do for the lore, and their designs. First is Freddy. He's not necessarily my favorite, but he is the face of the franchise. For the lore, he doesn't do that much other than being possessed by one of the missing children, but he is still an important character of the franchise. Now for the design. His design is iconic. Although it isn't as detailed such as Foxy's design, it is still a good one. I think he should go in A tier because he's the main face of the franchise. Next is Bonnie. He also isn't necessarily my favorite, but I do like him more than Freddy. For the lore, he does less than Freddy, but he was the first animatronic to be made by Scott Cawthon, and he also gave him nightmares. He is also possessed by one of the missing children. Now for his design, it looks pretty simple, but it makes him look better than being complicated. So I think the best spot for him is in B tier. Next is Chica. I can say that Chica is my least favorite character. For the lore, she doesn't do anything other than being possessed by one of the missing children. Her design is simple but looks good. I think the best spot for her is in C tier, because although she doesn't do much, she has a decent design. Next is Foxy. Foxy is my favorite out of the four main characters. I personally like him a lot. For the lore, he doesn't do that much except being possessed by one of the missing children. He is also the character on the mask that Michael Afton used to scare his brother. His design is the most complicated out of the four main animatronics, so I think he should go in A tier. Next is Cupcake. Finally, it's the Rabid Food's turn. I don't personally like the cupcake that much, but I do like the movie Cupcake a lot. It literally does nothing for the lore. The design is the second easiest design to make in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. I think the cupcake should be in D tier. Yes, the first hoax. Although he may not be real, he showed up in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, so I guess he's canon? Anyway, I really like him. I really like his design. By the way, I'm talking about the movie design, not the fan-made one. He doesn't really exist, so he isn't part of the lore. His design looks like Freddy's, which is simple, but it looks very good. So I will put him in C tier. The next one is Endo 1. I feel like Endo 1 is always forgotten when it comes to things. It looks really cool to see what the insides of an animatronic really looks like. It doesn't do anything for the lore, but who cares? The design is the most complex out of all Five Nights at Freddy's 1, so it should be in B tier. Next one is Golden Freddy. I like the character, but I don't really like the design. Golden Freddy is possessed by more than one soul. The main one, Cassidy, does a lot for the lore, including making William Afton his own hell. She is also the most vengeful. For the design, it's not great. Scott Cawthon just recolored Freddy, and that's it. I think Golden Freddy should go in S tier.